See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' get her. Don't matter how I look because the money gon' get her. I'm the same little nigga, a U City nigga, a half a order fried rice, St. Paul nigga. I'm a emos eating nigga, a White Castle nigga, a dice shooting, got my no spades playing nigga. All my north side niggas, my east side niggas, my west side, south side, through a nigga. I keep St. Louis on my back, St. Louis on my hat, St. Louis on my tat. So how real is that? I got a St. Louis address, St. Louis assets, St. Louis clubbing where the St. Louis asset, St. Louis ways in my St. Louis J's, caught a St. Louis case in my St. Louis days. Now I'm international, St. Louis with a St. Louis swag, getting St. Louis paid. See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money gon' get
yeah, we back up in this motherfucker one more again, another season doing this shit. This is the motherfucking, I guess this is the Juneteenth motherfucking 2026 show. I want to give a shout out to all the motherfuckers that jumped in, jumped out, got away with it. All my Hillsdale representatives, throw your H's up. Shout out to my brother Ron, Freako, Al Baby, Big Mike, all the motherfucking Hillsdale representative, MK, Perry the motherfucking Stereo Man, all the niggas born and raised. Shout out to the motherfuckers from Hillsdale. Welcome to the 2026 Juneteenth mock draft, brought to you by Roy from the Rankins crew. Talk to him, Roy.
The 4th annual Juneteenth mock draft show and mock draft. It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? I missed you guys. Missed my fans. Let's get to it. Duval.
Lord Hate, talk to the motherfuckers, man.
Man, we back here for a whole new season of hate. As I said before, and I'm making it clear, I'm in a new division, new year, new me. So we're gonna go ahead and see how this hate go for
Ooh, we gonna
2026.
touch on that. I got a surprise for you niggas. First off, before we really jump into this, I got to give a shout out to the sponsors. 5026 North Broadway on Broadway. Package liquor owned and operated by the homie El Patron. Go holler at my nigga for y'all your liquor needs. Big L DJ services, going in, going out. Holler at motherfuckers if you need your DJ services. Charles Jenkins Lawn Services. It's my big cuz, my little cuz. Go holler for your lawn service needs. And BC Plumbers, owned and operated by the homie Lil Petey, aka Anthony Clark.
I know y'all waiting for the fuck Petey. Listen, the Rankins crew is sponsored now. We will no longer be doing the fuck Petey. Our sponsors do not want to be behind that. So I got a little Petey story time thing.
Oh shit.
Real quick, but I just want to let y'all know, Lil Petey went to Normandy Senior High. And if you don't know, in 2012, Normandy Senior High lost their accreditation. That's your plumber. He wasn't actually there in 2012, but I'm just saying he went to that school. All I want to say is Little Petey is an MF.
Anyway,
if you didn't know, MF stands for my friend. Little Petey is my friend.
Shout out to motherfucking Lil Petey. Now, this is some new shit for everybody. Everybody not ready for this, but this is some new shit I'm bringing to him. Some new shit I'm bringing to y'all. This year, we are taking the show into the future. We have a 4th motherfucking host. Are y'all ready? I want to introduce to you the AI, the first and only motherfucking AI co-host in all of podcasting, The Facts. I want to introduce to you The Facts.
Welcome to the booth, everyone. I'm The Facts. I'm here to cut through the noise and break down these picks exactly as they are. No fluff, no glazing, just the reality of these rosters. I've got the board, the depth charts, and the cold, hard numbers on these prospects. Whether it's a reach, a steal, or a franchise-killing move, you're going to hear it from me straight. Big Mo, Roy, and Lord Hate, the floor is yours. I'm going to be on the show today here to show you motherfuckers how to do breakdowns on the show.
Yeah, shout out
You gonna,
to the motherfucking facts, people.
you gonna have to get him a little closer to the mic.
He went down a little bit. Okay.
He wasn't as close to the mic. I heard a little bit of him, but
At the beginning or at the end, did he fall off?
at the beginning he was low. Towards the end he got a little higher, but I like him to be a little closer to the mic.
I switched to the speaker, but it's cool. We got you. You know, just some new shit. Now, this is the Juneteenth mock motherfucking draft brought to you by Ray the Rankings Crew. What I am going to do is I'm going to run down the entire first motherfucking round. In that first motherfucking round, I will then start off with the first 3 picks, and then I will turn it over to Roy the Rankings Crew because he has his explanations. But we're going to jump off from the top. We got at number 1 with his tanking motherfucking ass. Missouri Kings going out for Jeremiah Love. Then you got the Black Republicans with they tanking 97 loss ass going after Jadavian Price at 2. You got Sparks Bucks at 3. This nigga down here, Bully Foots, El Patron, New York City Matrix. Then you got Sparks Bucks again with the big trade in the offseason we're going to talk about. Then you got the Ass Kickers and the Gronk at 9. Cheese the Don, a.k.a. Feta Crumbles at 10. People's Champ out that north. Chibo Burgers, 12. 13 Cheese again. Hurricane Walker, 15. New North Siders and El Patron rounding out that first round. Now, the first 3 picks, Missouri Kings with their tanking ass. You got Jeremiah Love. Then you got Black Republicans going Price. And then you got the Bucks. So before we get into the Bucks, I'm gonna let the Bucks do it. But I want the first 3 and your explanations on Missouri Kings, Black Republicans, and Sparks Bucks.
Well, all right. So Jeremiah Love is in the all rookie drafts is going to be number 1. Jeremiah Love is the consensus pick in anybody's rookie draft. That's a no brainer. But the thing with Missouri Kings, I know he's watching. I know you want to compete. I know you don't like being called a tanker, blah, blah, blah. He needs more than Jeremiah Love. And he needs to tank again for next year's Jeremiah Smith. He's got everything set up to be to make this actually work. His team with Chuba Hubbard. Let me make sure I got it all right real quick. Chuba Hubbard, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Ramondre Stevenson. These guys are guys. As soon as they pop off, week 1, if they have a good game, you should be putting them on the trade block, selling them to guys that are contenders or who believe they are contenders.
Like who?
Let me tell you one thing, and this is just me throwing free game out there.
Here go the shenanigans.
I know Pimp talk when I hear that shit.
This is me going free game. This is why I am one of the most decorated fantasy players in this league. People love free money. They love free money. As soon as your guy shows he got a pulse, you sell him for a future pick because people feel like they're getting somebody for nothing. They don't have to pay them all to next year. We trying to win now. Mike Evans, Godwin, these guys ain't gonna be around in 2 to 3 years. Get some money for them. That 2027 draft is gonna be loaded. That's how you build a dynasty, Big Lawrence. I know you listening, Big Lawrence. That's how you build a dynasty. You trade off some of these guys And next year, you bring in some young studs because it's going to be some young studs in that draft. You got 2 or 3 picks in the first round next year, combining them with Love, combining them with Jeremiah Smith, done.
So let me ask you this question: If you is my love is RB1?
Absolutely.
Okay, because he need those points. Because like you say, Chuba using his spot to Jay Brooks, somebody that you familiar with, and then Stevenson going up out of there losing his spot to Henderson. So yeah, that's his RB1. So,
They still
but why?
RB1.
But why? Let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
If he's tanking, and you telling him to tank now, what picks do you say he should get back? First rounders next year? That's what you
Absolutely.
saying?
It,
Mm.
it, it depending on who he trade, you might have to give up two guys to get 1 first round pick. But these are guys that's in there, they passed their prime. These are guys that's in their twilight years that still got something left. If you hold on to them or you waiting for, because Love is a RB1. He's going to have an RB1 role. He's good enough to be an RB1, but he's a rookie. Sometimes rookies don't come out the gate giving you 20 a day, a week. You might have a 13, a 12, you know what I'm saying? You might have some, where it don't just boom.
I'm gonna say this, and I hear the logic.
You love the logic.
No, I
You know
fucking
the
don't.
logic.
I
Him,
hate the logic.
him fighting to go 6-8 does what? It helps somebody else that got common sense.
And let him drop his nuts and be a fucking man. But you know what? As I said, we have another motherfucker logic, and they here for no bullshit. I just really want to see. Hey, the facts. Roy says that Missouri Kings should tank another year and sell off first round picks. Check the logic for me. Let's see what this nigga got to say. Because I am definitely very intrigued in seeing, oh, this is going to be a nice one. Let's see. It's pretty lengthy, but we ain't going to listen to all that shit. Let's see what we got.
Welcome to the booth, everyone. I'm the facts.
No, we already
I'm
did
here to
that.
cut through the noise and break down these picks exactly as they are. No.
Roy wants Missouri Kings to tank again. What's the logic in that? Do you think they have a chance? Talk to me. This motherfucker better be right, because I'm going to bust him in his eye. Let's see what this nigga got to say. It's a lot.
Listen, I'm the facts, and I'm here to give it to you straight. No sugarcoating, no glazing. Roy's idea to punt another year and trade those first-round picks is a high-stakes gamble. If you want to know if it's a stroke of genius or a recipe for disaster, let's look at the logic. The logic behind the tank again strategy. Roy is leaning into the asset hoarding philosophy. The logic is simple: maximizing value. If you aren't a true championship contender this year, your roster is essentially dead money. By tanking, you secure high draft capital and keep your roster flexibility open to accumulate more elite talent, like the potential 2027 crown jewel, Jeremiah Smith. The studs-only mandate
With that being said, listen, I don't agree with the shit. Apparently the facts does. Fuck him too. And fuck you too. Tanking is for hoes.
Yo, I'll say this much for King. Kings need to go ahead and go with the pick because it's the most projection as far as on this team. You need to replace one in his running backs because I agree with the trade philosophy, but I don't think you're gonna be able to get first round picks for Stevenson and Chris Godwin. I just,
If
that
I'm
to me,
giving,
I
if
don't
you
think you
but
could get first. I'm sorry.
hold on. That sounds like somebody's deal that to be made, but that ain't everybody's deal to be accepted. And I'll say this,
if,
Roy, would you take those 2 players for a first round if you had one?
yeah, if you give it, listen, if I see week 1, week 2, Chris Godwin come out and give me 19. I see week 1, week 2, Ramadre give me 12 and 15. And you say I'm offering you both of these guys
For 2 for 1.
for your first round pick. Yes, I'll take that. But I don't value.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mark this day. We gonna always forever
Hey,
call
it's
it
going out there on the net. It's there forever.
Stevenson and Godwin's trade. So when we recognize a Stevenson and Godwin trade, it can only be for a first round.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, now listen, listen. I'm not only. You can't hold me to this is the only trade. If he traded for a second round, then that's what he do. But the point of it is, how long you think Godwin got to be an elite wide receiver?
Ooh, 2 years.
About a year and a half, really.
Okay.
Really.
If you're trying to win and you need a roster spot, and you're trying to win, you don't think God can help you? A guy like I don't think Brandon has a first round next year, but a guy like Brandon roster, who's probably one guy away.
I can't use Brandon.
I'm not disputing it.
They don't want to give Ibuka away. So I mean, in that aspect,
come on, here you go with this shit, man. Come on, man. You just want to take that motherfucker to the mosey wosey, dog.
Exactly. You say you don't
No,
want to
it's not gonna happen.
You don't want to give Ibuka away.
All right, so I hear you on your taking strategy. Apparently, the facts they agree with you. I don't. Fuck you and him. Moving on to the Black Republicans with they losing ass. Jadavion Price. Now I want to go ahead and read this and make sure I get this right. Jadavion Price, running back for the Seahawks. Wilson's front office staff was heavy and hot on Jordan Tyson, but the team's philosophy has seemingly switched to Jadavion Price. Seems to be the odds-on favorite for the Black Republicans. Now, for those that ain't in the chat, it's been a source of contention. This nigga down here is going to say that it's not, but this nigga over here and this nigga right here, we know that it is. Now, I want to go ahead and lead in with Lord Hate on this because you have the third pick, but want you to lead in on this Jadavion Price shit and tell us what your thoughts are.
I mean, this is normal behavior for Wilson, right? Draft a running back, correct? So the fact that someone is saying that this is not his behavior, this is his behavior. We can ask the facts, as you would say. But we're going to go over to the other person that's GM and his team.
Woo!
The fact that he's saying that would be the talent.
The talent. Are you GM in the Black Republicans, sir?
He's talented for doing it. I give him that. He's told him every move to make. That's why Brooks is on his
team. You feel hurt? Are you hurt behind him going on your David Price?
No.
In your opinion, is Jadavion Price the right pick?
For both Republicans?
Yeah. So what's the problem?
There's no problem. He said, who's the one that said that who's emotional about the pick?
No.
Not. How can I be upset about a pick that I don't even have?
Exactly.
I didn't even start off with the third nor the seventh pick. Remember, I went in the first round. So again, how can I be upset about something?
You took a motherfucker to the mosey wosey. You did.
And then when I got the pick, and this what I love about the talent. He give you these backhand compliments. He said, "Oh man, you know what? That's a great move you made." And then he said, "But look at all the people you had on your team that you traded away for this trash draft. But I did all this to make who look good, you or me?"
I don't know where you going with this, man. We talking about. We'll get to you. We'll get to you next. Can we focus? This is why I am the talent, because people don't want to hear about you emotionally whining.
Here it is.
No, you're whining about your team and you're whining about your picks. Here's the problem. He had me. He had the group chat convinced he was going Jordan Tyson. Anytime anybody gave him pushback, he came with even more pushback. Now, Lennox the champion, the guy who mastered the 2-year tank strategy, the champion of the league, 3-time champ, only multiple champion in the league. He pushed back
Shout
and
out to
said,
motherfucking Lennox, y'all.
he pushed back and said he should be going with Davian Price.
Mm-hmm.
What I did was co-sign what Wilson said he was doing. Me and Wilson actually had a debate over who's the number one wide receiver. I like Mekhi Levy. He liked Jordan Tyson. Here's the funny thing about it all. Jordan Price should be the number 2 pick. I will say that on record. He should be the number 2 pick.
Davion Price should be number 2 pick. Got it.
Yeah, Darian Price should be the number 2 pick because of the opportunity he has in Seattle, especially with Charbonnet being hurt, and he's a running back. Just the opportunity. He should. Now, Wilson loves. We got that out the way. But Wilson does love Tyson. Wilson is willing to drop back to the number 3 pick
Here we go.
he's compensated. If he's compensated.
That's GM talk. I heard GM talk.
Again, who's GM and who here?
It don't matter.
It does.
Let me ask you.
Matter.
So it's a number 2 pick with Price. Hold on, let me ask you. With Price being the number 2 pick, is that for any and every team, or is it just for a team like Wilson? If you had the number 2, if you had the number 2 pick,
I'll go Price.
So Price is the best pick.
Real quick.
But anybody who has the number 2 pick in this draft should take Price.
Okay.
Nobody has enough running backs on their team that they say I need to go with these wide receivers. Who's the best wide receiver in this draft? Is it Tyson? Do you believe Jordan Tyson is the best wide receiver? Do you personally believe Jordan Tyson is the best wide receiver in this draft? Because I personally believe it's Mekhi Levy.
No, I don't think it's
somebody.
I want to see what the facts got to say real quick. I want to ask. Hey, the facts, real quick. You got the number 2 pick. Who do you take, Jadarian Price or Jordan Tyson? We're gonna see what this nigga got to say. This motherfucker's. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Let's see.
I'm the facts. Here's the cold, hard breakdown. If you're sitting at the 1.02, you take Jordan Tyson. Here's why. The profile. Tyson checks the boxes of an elite WR1 prospect. He commanded a massive 35% target share in 2025 and is stepping into an up-tempo Kellen Moore offense in New Orleans. He has the athleticism and the path to target volume that you just can't manufacture. The price reality check. Jadarian Price is a major risk. His receiving profile is generationally poor. We're talking bottom 10% for RBs since 2014. He's a big play-dependent runner in a committee. If he doesn't hit a home run on a carry, he's giving you nothing in PPR formats.
Okay.
The verdict. You draft for high-ceiling, elite roles. Tyson's path to being a WR1 over 1B alongside Chris Olave is a clearer path to weekly fantasy points than betting on a RB who could get games scripted out of the backfield the moment the Seahawks fall behind. Don't overthink it for need. Take the talent with the higher floor and the higher ceiling. Tyson is the play.
Hey, so
the fact is trash. That's trash.
Wow. So you hear this shit, y'all? Do y'all hear this shit?
You take
the facts is trash. When hey, talk to me. Hey, fuck him over there. Me and you. So when the facts agreed on the never mind. You saw it. Y'all saw it. So the facts is trash.
Absolutely.
So his logic don't even make sense to you.
Absolutely not.
All right, cool.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be
interesting.
You go with Price, and I'm gonna tell you why. Seattle is a defensive-minded team. What they gonna do? They're gonna run that ball.
Remember, Remember this show, Juneteenth, people.
We're gonna run
This is
that
the
ball.
show. This is why we do this. The
Here's
motherfucking
the
facts
thing.
coming out
Here's
here
the
with some
thing.
shit. So we moving on. We
Here's the
moving on.
thing. We don't
Okay, I'll be
know.
real quick. Go ahead.
We don't know if I like Price. I don't know who the best wide receiver is between these groups. I mean, Tate has the opportunity, and we can go to number 3 because Jordan Price is going to. It just makes sense. But now we at number 3, which why I say for a team like Sparks Bucks, whose number 1 running back is Tony Pollard, when he like 29, almost 30. His number 2 running back is Rasheed White. This dude ain't got the profile of a
The
foundational
hook
back.
spot. He ain't got the
He's
stones.
He's a satellite third down, make catches back, but he's not there. So, I mean, if you get 12 out of him, you had a great fucking day. But you can't count on that every week. You can't count on 12 every week. And that can't be your RB1. It just can't be. So
we moving on. You got
that's why that's what I'm
Limit.
saying. That number 3, if I had 3, and I'd be trying to get 2 because he needs fucking Price. But listen, Price off the board. Price got drafted.
Host, can you move us along?
Price got drafted
move us?
Price got drafted by Black Republicans. We on number 3.
We on number 3.
Yes.
We on number 3.
I say you go Makai Lemon. The Rankers crew put down Makai Lemon. That's who we like.
Why?
We like for one, he's got Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
For 2, we like Makai Lemon better than all of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We just do. Only thing that we
now, I'm gonna jump in before I go ahead and give it the hate. This your pick. Now, the Makai Lemon, and I'll go ahead and really read real quick. Makai Lemon, wide receiver, Eagles, number 2. Regardless if the Black Republicans is bluffing or not, you must be prepared. And we like Lemon over the safe choice of Cornell Tate. Bucks has Hurts and Mahomes, but assuming he starts Hurts, which I assume he does as well, I'm not going to go ahead and read the whole thing. I'm going to simply say this. Devontae Smith did very well as no, hear me out. No, stop. He did very well as the number 2. So Makai Lemon stepping into that spot, it does only make him a good number 2 because number 2 wise, we got it. Y'all can laugh and say I'm bigging up my nigga, but at the end of the day, nigga, you down there, you could have had Smith, but that's a whole conversation for a whole nother day. Now, but we can all agree as GMs and scholars of this sport and this fantasy football shit, we can agree that Devontae Smith did well as the number 2. So with Devontae Smith moving to the number 1, Makai Lemon being that fresh rookie, I think he does well with Jalen Hurts, my opinion. But we still got to see how the shit play out. But at the end of the day, it's still your pick. You gonna tell us who you picking, or you just gonna go and give us some logic? What you gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and play poker, baby. That's what we do. Why would I tell either one of
don't
you?
matter.
Why would I tell either one of y'all?
If you're not
What I
going to
know
tell
the
us, don't waste our
vultures.
time. Don't
But
waste our time.
I'm gonna tell you what the smart pick based off what you said.
Okay.
That's the smart pick. I agree with you. The best thing would be to draft Makai Lemon. That would be
you
the best
camera
thing
one.
for
Go ahead and explain to the people. You
stack.
got the camera.
I'll say this much, saying since my host was talking about the shit with Devonta Smith, and basically I was told never to mention him in a certain draft pick in the same sentence. It's amazing. And then we got over here the talent who understands that the vulture that he is offering me the things that he may say who I should go with. Nah.
Can we ask you a question?
I would say, as he said, the safe pick with Cornell Tate. As he said, with Makai Lemon as far as who I should take. You never know. I'm looking to trade the 3rd spot.
We know, we understand And as
That's my
the
pick. I'm looking to
mock draft,
trade the third spot.
the mock draft has you
Come on
as
home, Tate
a
Brown.
hot
Come on
trade target.
home.
But let me ask you this, because this is what the people want to know
Mm-hmm.
before you bore them to fucking death.
Oh man.
Between the 3 wide receivers, we get it. Makai Lemon is makes sense for the stat. You could also go Tate because
Or
he's
Tyson.
the safe pick. But between the 3, we don't care who you pick. Who do you think is the best?
The
We
best
don't
in
care
my
who you
mind.
pick.
The
Yeah.
best for fantasy, I would have to say Tate.
Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, again, the number 3 pick, if you're watching, is available for trade. We all know this. Let's move
But
on to the number
you
4
know where you
pick.
gotta go. Shit. I'm just
I'd like
saying.
to go to
You
the
gotta
number
take that
4
walk of
pick.
shame, baby. You got to take that walk of shame. You gotta walk out, squat.
Let me ask the host a question.
Mm.
With Price off the board at 2,
Mm.
how valuable was the number 3 pick to you?
To me,
Good
To
question.
you.
the number
Good
3
question.
pick is not very valuable to me. I'm gonna say this. This is where okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And motherfucker, you down there, you wild as hell. This is the number 3 pick is not that valuable to me because at the time, and we're gonna go ahead and go talk negotiations. And the dude right here, we had negotiations backline, and the problem with Lauren Haight is he always wants more.
I get that. Let me ask you this, because I don't want to bore my audience.
Man, fuck.
Oh man.
Listen, if he met your demands, whatever it is, we don't care.
Mhm.
If he met your demands with number 3 right now, reasonable demands, would
Mhm.
number 3 be worth what you would have to give up to get it?
That's a conversation between me and the motherfucker that owned
No,
the third pick.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, no.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If
Get to the
3
point.
is worth, if you had to give up Devontae Smith, the wide receivers that you given that's available to you at 3, are they worth it?
Devontae
Makai Lemon
Smith. I
obviously,
want to throw it
Makai
out there
Lemon,
now, just for the world to
Makai
see. No,
Lemon
no. Do you want to
obviously
know?
don't make
I'm
sense.
out here. This,
No.
just hear me out.
He gonna answer. He gonna answer your question. Go
Devontae
ahead, man.
Smith, if he were to leave team the ass kickers, would be 3 and 7 and a second next year. So that's what I'm talking about. And you want to talk about demands? There it is.
Is it worth it? And that is 3 and 7 worth it? Is the guys that you're getting back worth it?
That's a GM decision. That's between me and the motherfucker.
I
I'm not
get
giving
it.
you insight into
I
my
get it.
draft room team commission and Roy from the Rankings crew. We move
Obviously it's
the
not.
fuck on. We moving
Obviously
on
it's
to
not, but
4.
we can move on.
Yeah, we got.
We can move on. The
I know
writing's
pimp
on the
talk when I
wall.
see that shit.
Listen, when he made that trade, let's talk about the trade real quick before we move on. When he made
Mhm.
that trade, he
He
gave
got the
up.
rings on now.
He gave
Oh, you
up.
need to get you one, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't
When
nothing
he made
to
that
it. Just some
trade, he
shit, you
gave up
know.
Lamar Jackson. He gave up Zay Flowers. Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers. And he got back Patrick Mahomes, 3 and 7 and
Yep.
a pick in 27. So 3 first rounders,
Mhm.
Patrick Mahomes for Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson.
Mhm.
That's a haul.
That is a haul.
Now, since if Jadarian Price was on the board at 3.
All I'm saying is this. I know.
Let me say this.
Please.
You know, for somebody that talks the tanking strategy, right? I came to this division, right?
You did.
Mm.
Niggas
I
untucked
noticed that
their
when
nuts and came to where the motherfuckers was at.
I realized folks didn't If I was coming to your division, you told me this last season. Basically, make sure I come in there locked and loaded, right?
Okay.
All right. So I mean, from this standpoint, the same question you asked Team Commish. I mean, as the ass kicker. At 3, who you drafting at wide receiver?
Ooh.
Here's the thing. These guys, Jordan Tyson, Cornell Tate, and Makai Lemon are good players.
You taking Makai, right?
I don't want them. I don't want any of them. That's what
Ooh.
I don't want any of them. You know who I want in this draft? Especially if I have to give up something, Jadarian Price and Love. Everybody else, either I get them for free or I don't fucking want them. So
I
giving up,
need. I'm
because let me tell you,
enjoying my new toy.
Hold on, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this real quick. If Chuck threw Zay Flowers back into this rookie draft, Zay Flowers going 3. You goddamn right. That's why nobody said
you got motherfucking Lamar.
Didn't nobody say you a goddamn fool. If Zay Flowers is in this draft, he going 3.
You know why I don't follow that logic? That's like saying if Bijan go back in the draft, he's gonna be number 1. If who you
But
are,
that's
who
what
you
you
are.
gave up. This is the thing. You gave up Zay
What did I
Flowers.
get? Hit that. What did I get? What did I get?
You got Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. And
That's
3
all
first
you
rounders.
got. And 3 picks. So
I'm enjoying my new tour. I just really want to ask the facts. Who they like better? Tate, Tyson, or Lemon? Just give me one of them. We're going to answer. Listen, hey, the facts. We out here on the show. These motherfuckers is out here talking. Which wide receiver do you like better? Makai Lemon, Cornell Tate, or Jordan Tyson? We really want to know. So motherfuckers finna tell us what the hell. Cause see, listen. At the end of the day, this nigga ain't got no team. He ain't got no dog in the fight. So everything comes down. We just gonna listen to what the nigga got to say.
Listen up. I'm the facts, and I'm here to give it to you straight. You want the truth on Cornell Tate, Makai Lemon, and Jordan Tyson? Here is the breakdown. No glazing, just the scouting report. 1. Cornell Tate, the safe anchor, the profile. He's the most NFL-ready receiver in this class. Think of him as the high-floor, polished perimeter route runner. The reality. He's not a game-breaker with elite speed, but he's a technician. He excels at contested catches and beats press coverage effortlessly. If you want a guy who will reliably move the chains and be a day-one starter in a pro-style offense, he's your WR1. Verdict. You draft him when you need stability and immediate, high-volume production.
That's what you
2.
need.
Makai Lemon, the technician. The profile. A dynamic slot demon with elite body control and change of direction skills.
I fucks with him.
He was a Biletnikoff Award winner and produced at an elite level.
He was.
The reality. He lacks the prototype size of an outside X receiver. His ceiling depends on his ability to dominate the slot, similar to guys like Amon-Ra Street Brown or Ladd McConkey. He's arguably the most football-savvy player in the group. Verdict. You draft him if you're looking for a PPR machine who wins with IQ and agility rather than raw size.
Last one.
3. Jordan Tyson, the home run threat, the profile. He is the true wild card, high upside, high explosive potential, and the most juice in the room. The reality. He's the biggest injury risk, with a history of major leg and shoulder issues. When he's on the field, he dominates, but he's coming from a program that didn't face elite competition, and durability is a lingering concern. Verdict. He's your league winner pick. If you're playing for the upside, you take the swing on Tyson. If you're building for consistent, reliable points, you look elsewhere. Bottom line, if you want reliability, take Tate. If you want PPR consistency, take Lemon. If you want to bet on elite, athletic upside and don't mind the injury risk, take Tyson. Big Mo, Roy, and Lord Hate. Don't let the hype sway you. Look at your roster needs and pick your poison. The floor is yours.
listen, I don't care what his team does. It really don't matter. They gonna be rookies. They gonna be rookies on the team. He's building his team up. He needed Price. That's who he needed.
Well, Well, let me ask you this. Why don't we go ahead, like you said, get that 3 team going? Since I know you got the inner ear. Cause really, like I said, I'm looking to move
Woo!
3. Go ahead, bring St. Brown home. Tell me what it's gonna take to get St. Brown. So
Mm.
I
everybody
already
can
told
hear
What's it
you.
gonna
that.
take to
I
get
already
St.
told
Brown?
What
you what the St. Brown trade gonna cost.
St. Brown gonna
would
talk
you
you to the.
hold on? Oh no, it's beyond that. It's pure rate.
Oh
It
no!
ain't even gonna
Yes,
be
Right?
yeah, it is.
it's
What?
pure rate. It is pure rate.
Do you want them or
It's
not? Do you
Hey,
want
presidential
them or
rate.
not?
Ted Bundy, like, hey, can you help me put
Do
this
you want them or not?
bag in my
Do you
car?
want the player or not?
Oh, I want the play. I just don't want to pay the price. I'm
Oh
not trying to be
shit,
on
nigga!
that.
Oh,
I
that's
just ain't on.
oh.
I
I
want
just ain't on that. I ain't trying to
I
be
want
on
to
that
drive
Sand
a
Island.
Maybach.
That's an
I
MC
Roy,
want to
you
drive
Hammer
a
want a
play.
G
Maybach.
wagon? Roy, you want a G wagon?
I want to drive a Maybach.
But you don't want to what?
I can't afford it.
You can't afford that shit.
We
Shit, you
can go
want
on.
my boy? You
We can
want
move
motherfucker,
on to
cuz.
pick four. Let's move on to pick four.
Big four, Cardell Tate with bully foots. Tate is the most consistent wide receiver in this draft class. First wide receiver drafted, should be number 1 wide receiver for the Titans. Now, hate. What do you think about Cornell Tate for bully foots at 4? And will Cornell Tate be there at 4? I am going to give you camera 1, talk to the people.
Oh, I'm looking at Bullyfoot's team right now. I mean, you got a couple of free agents that ain't even on the team right now with Tyreek Hill and Darren Waller. So you need whoever's the highest projected player on that motherfucker. So it wouldn't matter who it was. If Jesus was projected higher, put that on your team because that's who you need. So if Tate is there available, he should take Tate if it's the highest projected. Because yeah, he's building for the future. You got that DJ Moore, but I don't know who gonna be passing the board to Jordan
The
Tyson
question
Hall,
was,
Addison.
will Tate be there?
Well, you have to ask the GM over there that's GM in his other team. So you have to ask
Mm,
him.
mm,
They
mm,
should be
Again,
there. If you
mm,
asking me, listen, if you asking me, they should be there because
mm.
Limit should be number 3. Uh, since yeah, let's either Lemon should be number 3 or Jordan Tyson should be number 3 because somebody got smart and traded for the number 2 pick. Either
I
way,
mean,
so Tate
this
should be
number
there at
two
4.
pick is
Who got the number
valuable,
2
I
pick,
think.
cuz?
No, Wilson got. Listen, here's the thing. Let's go back to this real quick. Wilson got the number 2 pick. Wilson has openly said he likes Jordan Tyson.
He should go
Yeah,
get him.
Wilson has openly said that he likes whoever the fuck you
no,
tell him
listen,
to.
just saying y'all want to run that because that's a great little
Mo,
narrative
ask
y'all
the
pushing.
facts then. Ask the facts,
Here's
Mo.
the bottom line.
I'm from the Lou,
The
nigga.
boy,
Show
listen,
me.
the boy likes Jordan Tyson. He would gladly take Jordan Tyson if he's compensated.
Hmm.
If it's me,
Everybody will take anything if they
if it's
compensated.
me, I try to compensate to get number 2. It's that. He's got an extra pick in 27.
How is
He's
it
got
that we keep coming back to motherfucking number 2?
because you asked the question, will Tate beat her?
I
And
was
you could have just not asked the question. We could have just talked about Tate. But the point of the question is he can get Price because
then why are we
Wilson
talking?
wants.
We already established it. You already
All
said
right,
it.
let's go. Listen, Tate makes
Well,
sense.
is
Tate
Bullyfoot's
makes
a
sense.
rebuild?
What'd you say?
Is
Is
Bullyfoot's a
Bullyfoot's in the
rebuild?
rebuild?
No, he's in a retool, if
Mm.
anything. He
I
gets Tate. He
slap your
also has,
motherfucking ass.
I mean, he still got Trevor Lawrence and ATN. He gets Tate. Uh, if he does decide to start Cam Ward, he's got Cam Ward, Tate, good little stack. You know what I'm saying? But listen, without Tyreek Hill, he does, that does put a major stamp. But Tyree was getting old anyway. But you never know. Tyree might be back. I've been hearing rumblings about him going teams here and there.
Let me
But
ask you though, team commits. Let me ask you this question. So with the Godwin and Stevenson trade, would that help him become a contender in his division?
why would he trade Stevens?
you you just told us earlier that for us trading Stevenson and
Yeah,
trading for Stevenson, yeah, for this
that's
fourth
for
pick, for this
that's
fourth
for
pick this year,
Missouri
could he
King.
trade?
Missouri
Could he
Kings got
trade?
Stevenson. You're not doing your homework. Missouri Kings got Stevenson.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is this: could he trade that number 4 pick and go ahead and get those two players that you said to add to his team? Because this draft, like you said, the wide receivers ain't shit.
Oh. You saying that
Okay,
Bullyfoot should go ahead and trade the number 4 pick to go and get the motherfuckers on Lil Larry team?
I'm just saying, yeah. So if that's the case, I mean, would that help?
That's interesting, though. I'm not saying
it,
that
it could,
it can
but
happen, but I'm saying that's
we
interesting.
put it could. I mean, if I'm Bullyfoot, I would for the number
I
4 pick.
entertain it, but it's gonna have to be the
Number
right
four
deal.
pick, I'd have to. I want somebody like Chubbard. I want somebody like Godwin, and he probably had to give me one more guy.
And maybe a future pick.
Yeah, I mean for number 4 to
Yeah.
go.
And matter of fact,
For
I'm
me
gonna
to
say
give
this.
up
This is me.
4
Mm.
and
Number
not
4.
get
We talking the top 5 pick. We talking top 4. If I'm Bullyfoots, I go out there and get that. But I need not only a future pick, but I would take a 2027 first and a 2028 second, maybe third, just to make the shit. We talking the top 5 pick. So you gotta get. I gotta get my beak wet.
I probably want 2 players and a 2028 first.
I can see that.
Or
That
a
to me is much
2027
more
second.
reasonable.
Something in there, to even it out. Just some shit to think about, people. We move on to pick number 5, El Patron. You got him at Jordan Tyson.
Absolutely.
That's a steal, right?
That's the best player available at 5. Listen, you got Love, you got Price. After those 2, you got the 3 wide receivers, which is Tyson,
Mm-hmm.
Tate, and Lemon. Whichever way they fall, those need to be your top 5 picks. And the way it's falling in this particular draft, mock draft, Tyson is there at 5. You take Tyson. You don't play with it. Now, I will say this because this come on late. The mock draft was already sent to the presses. I'm really impressed from what I've been seeing out of Denzel Boston.
Mm-hmm. I already know where this is going. You know where this is
I'm
going.
really impressed what I see out of Denzel Boston. But outside of that, Ramon, El Patron team, they got Kraft coming back in tight end, so you don't need Sadiq as much. So it got to be Tyson to me. You got to be Tyson. You take whoever's the last man standing between Lemon, Tyson, Tate. That's who you take.
I don't want to
that
take
simple.
your shine, Lord Hay, or give you an opportunity to jump in on 5. But he touched on Kenyon Sadiq, who was supposed to be according to his draft. Oh, you want to go? So, hey, at the 5
I
pick,
was
if that's
going
what you
there, but
got,
I
so hey, nigga,
I was going to
hung
ask that
around so
question.
much he knew what I was thinking. So all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, cuz fuck El Patron, you go ahead and get that shit if that nigga's still available. But you mentioned Kenyon Sadiq. Number 6. Your boy, my boy.
Sadiq,
Huh?
You would go Sadiq at 5?
Would I? Not for El Patron.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that at the end of the day, top 5 pick, you already established that we already know the top 2. The rest of them come down to the last 3. So now we into the weeds, as you so eloquently put it. Everything else is a crapshoot. So we gonna get into Kenyon Sadiq. For your boy, my boy, said New York City Matrix. These are your words. These are your you want them or you want me to go ahead? I'll go ahead and read. No, I want you to go ahead.
Go ahead and read.
Listen. Said loves quarterbacks and said loves tight ends. Yes, he has Isaiah Likely. Yes, he drafted Mason Taylor last year. So fucking what this is said, and when will he ever get a chance to draft a tight end who runs a 4.39 and catch a wide receiver? You got said at tight end. Now, I know the said history. I know the said GM mentality. Said is one of the forefathers from when we start really conflating everything down to the 2015 on. Said has been here since day one, and also Said has a motherfucking better record than the nigga that you pop up all the goddamn time. But that's neither here nor there. You really think that Said is gonna go another tight end?
What are you gonna do?
Before you get in, I want to talk to Lord because I know this is your shit. What Said is your platform, but I want to go ahead and give it to this nigga real quick, and we're gonna get it on to you, Mr. Haight. What you think about Kenyon Sadiq at tight end at 6 for Said?
For Sid, that's a good move for Sid, and the reason why, because that's the best player on the board for it. So I'll give props. That's a good GM move. But also too, I'll say this. Again, it's the best player on the board. Why wouldn't a Jordan Tyson be available there at that? Why wouldn't he take a player that he needs to replace at his wide receiver? Because Malik Neighbors is giving them goose eggs right now. And we really don't know how he's going to
He ain't
do.
doing no goose egg. He did. I got a motherfucker that's over here that said the nigga wasn't gonna win a game, and that motherfucker said almost made the playoffs. So, but at the end of the day, this is just my simple take on it. Said does hoard quarterbacks. Said does hoard tight ends, and Kenyon Sadiq is only the easy pick for the Rankings crew because we know team history. So I am going to go ahead and move this on to Roy from the Rankings crew and let this nigga go ahead and have his moment. It's your world, nigga. Go for it.
Y'all know Said trash.
Is he more trash than your Budo?
Listen, look, calm down.
That's a legit question.
I understand.
Is he more trash than your boo?
I understand your biggest.
I understand
rival.
you won't answer the question. It's cool. Move on. It's your segment.
Your biggest rival.
No.
Is
a nigga with 97 losses could never be my goddamn rival. So please stop it. All I said was we talking about Said, nigga. So all I said was, is he not less trash than your boo?
Are we talking about Said?
We are.
So why are you worried about somebody else?
Because you always I just made an observation.
Because it's your biggest rival.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's your time.
Exactly. Listen, Said is trash. We all know Said is trash. The pick. Said is
how is it that we? I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off. Yes, you got that right. How is that we all know this nigga know that Said is trash? I'm supposed to know that this nigga trash. You supposed to know that this nigga trash. All 16 teams in the league are supposed to know that Said is trash. But however, we don't know that the nigga that leads all motherfucking teams. I'm sorry. You know what? I don't even give a fuck. Carry on, sir. This your world. I'm giving you the mic. Camera one, go on to team commission. All you, nigga.
I can't get to talking about Said without you bringing up your biggest rival. I mean, it bothers you that I'm shitting on Said and your biggest rival is right there, and I'm not talking about him. It bothers the fuck out of you.
It bothers the fuck out of me because you are biased. You want to say how trash Said is, but you never want to talk about your boo.
It's burning your ass. I can talk about Missouri Kings having the number one pick. I can talk about Chuck being bad the last 2 years. I ain't bringing up none of that. You know why? Because I'm talking about Said, but it burns your ass that I shit on Said. And your biggest rival gets
It's not about the biggest rival because you don't call balls and strikes fair, my nigga.
No, why are you worried
What,
about him? And
what is
when
this?
I can,
How we, well,
why
let's
you ain't
just get
worried
to
about
let's get
Chuck?
to said. Let's
This
get
is
to
where
said.
the show always come to a screeching
The
halt
the
because
host give
you
the talent
upset
is
that
there.
I'm not
Give it shot.
shitting on your rival. He's not
All we have
upset
to
about it.
do.
Why don't you call
Yeah.
balls and strikes fair?
We gonna get to said. Let's just go ahead and get to
This
said. Like
motherfucker
you
is
say.
hurting. Like I can't even shit. You want me to shit on Chuck too? Then does it bother
Yeah.
you that I don't shit on
We
Chuck?
did this last year.
Yeah. We do want you to do that too.
Yeah.
Nigga, this motherfucker is hurting. Talk
But
about my fucking
what
rival. If you
Call
talk about
balls and strikes
it.
fair, nigga.
Anyway, listen.
now,
I want to get to say it because my fans is getting frustrated with you. Uh,
Fuck your fan.
She's gonna take Sadiq. I can tell you because said ain't gonna do no fucking scouting. They're gonna see that Sadiq ran the 4. Everybody knows Sadiq ran a 4.39. Sadiq is in New York City. That says base. He's gonna draft him. He drafted Mason Taylor, which was a good draft pick. But Mason Taylor is gonna have to take a back seat to the first round pick. So he's probably his justification is let me get the first round pick. If he get hurt or this or that, I still got Mason Taylor backing him up. I don't think the wide receivers on the board is going to intrigue him like Sadiq. So at 6, said is taking Sadiq, another tight end. There you go. That's what he do. He draft tight end and quarterback. We know this.
Hey,
let- again, we already covered that. I mean, like you said, he's gonna go ahead and go with the King and Sadiq. That's the most points on the board. I'm looking at that number 7 pick though. I want
I
that
am
Let's
too.
number
talk
7.
So
about
with that being said, we are back to the motherfucking Sparks Bucks who traded into the 7th pick. And then it looks as if that the Rankins crew has Denzel Boston, wide receiver for the Browns, 8.9 projection, sniped. At number 2 was Price, sniped again. At number 6 was Sadiq. Oh yeah, 7 is getting moved. But if 7 can't be moved, we believe the Bucks goes with Boston over Concepcion. Boston is 6'4", 210, and a great fit for the outside wide receiver in the mold with Nico Collins type wideout. There probably no big difference. Sparks Bucks has the number 7 pick. Is the number 7 pick getting moved as the ranking crew so eloquently put it? Or is Denzel Boston the pick?
Oh, everything for sale, baby. Whenever my host and saying the other guy can get their shit together, we can go ahead and make this business happen. But with that, I want to ask the talent this question because he just said about Boston and how good Boston is. Boston out there mossing niggas in practice and stuff like that. So I just want to ask in this trash ass draft that we in at pick 7. I mean, is this the pick that you would make? Is this the pick
absolutely.
that hold on? Is this the pick that Wilson makes too?
Wilson got the number 2 pick.
Where is he? Hold on, because he can go ahead and trade back down.
He could, but he
He
got the number
could.
2 pick.
He got right. But why would he also what you saying is this? He's not gonna trade past the 3rd pick. He would trade down to the 3rd pick and take his stock to the next level. And I would still have his 7th pick. Why wouldn't I trade him that 7th pick? What he got going on in what hold on. I know you know his team. What first round pick he got in 2027?
He don't have one.
Oh, so why the hell would I trade him my 3rd pick, knowing he ain't got one next year?
Listen, Wilson is fine with taking Price. If you're not fine with taking these wide receivers, because that's the only thing that's going to be left on the fucking board, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not fine with taking these wide receivers, then what are we talking about?
And
You acting like you
Boston
acting like
trash.
you got the leverage here. There's
Ah.
no leverage here at 3 and 7. You have to take a wide receiver, or
Mm-hmm.
you shoot for the stars and go out and try to get a guy like Nick Singleton in the draft. We're just talking about the draft. You have to draft a player. You have to draft a player. Your running back room is ass. You know it. He knows it. And the people that's watching it, they're going to look at your team and saying, oh, shit. That's what they're saying. When they immediately click on your team, they say, oh, shit. Yeah, Jordan Price would be perfect for this team. That's exact. Darian Price would be perfect for this team because they're looking at this trash that you trotting out here. Everybody knows Pollard got a year left.
Cam Scatbo coming back. Let's call a spade. Cam Scatbo coming back.
Who?
Cam Scatbo.
No, Pollard is with the Titans.
No, I'm saying, but Cam Scatbo coming back, and he no longer has old boy.
That's not even a factor. He's not even a factor.
Tracy.
We don't even remember. Don't bring him up. We're talking about guys that's going to actually play. Are you fucking kidding me, Tyrone? Wasn't that Tyrone Tracy? What the fuck? He was Tyrone. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about Cam Scatbo for? We're talking about guys he can actually put in the game.
Hey, no matter what, TP do what he do. And again, for the person who has all the running backs, even the one you gave him.
Ooh.
My question is this. My question is, you make it seem like the only asset they got back was just the picks.
All right. I really want to go on because we got 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Boston or now. KC Concepcion. Want to see what the facts got to say. Now, this is just a simple question. The facts, real quick. You got 7 and 8 pick. Who do you pick? Denzel Boston or KC Concepcion? You let us know what you think. I really want to know what the nigga got to say because this is really gonna come down to a whole lot of everything that comes on. Because y'all done had the stage. We're gonna see what this nigga got to say.
I'm the facts. You want the truth on Denzel Boston versus KC Concepcion at picks 7 and 8? Here is the breakdown. No glazing, just the scouting report. The profile, Denzel Boston. The prototype, X. The reality, Boston is your classic, big-bodied X receiver. 6 feet 3 inches, 212 pounds. He's not a burner, but he's a physical force. Strengths, elite ball skills, high contested catch percentage, 77%, and exceptional route running savvy. He's a day one starter who understands zone coverage and knows how to use his frame to shield defenders.
Okay.
Weakness, lack of top-end speed and acceleration out of breaks. He's not going to win purely on separation against NFL corners. He wins with strength and physicality. Pro comp, Cortland Sutton or Michael Pittman Jr. The profile, KC Concepcion, the yak specialist. The reality, Concepcion is a shifty, undersized slot, Z receiver, 6 feet 0 inches, 196 pounds, who is a nightmare with the ball in his hands. Strengths, incredible vision, explosive burst after the catch, and high-level route running IQ. He's a dynamic playmaker who thrives on choice routes and quick hitters. Weakness, drop issues. He has a documented history of focus drops that could limit his snap count early on. He also lacks the size to be a physical blocker or vertical threat against press man. Pro comp, a slightly more dynamic, yet less consistent, Curtis Samuel. The verdict, who to take? Take Denzel Boston if you want a safe, high-floor anchor for your roster. He's the more pro-ready player who will earn targets through reliability, physicality, and red zone presence. If your roster lacks an X receiver, he's your guy.
Yours does.
Take KC Concepcion if you're chasing a higher weekly ceiling and need a spark. If you're playing in PPR formats and prioritize players who can turn a 5-yard slant into a 50-yard touchdown, Concepcion is the better asset. The facts advice, if I'm on the clock at 7 and 8, I take Boston first to secure the stable, high-floor cornerstone, then swing for the Concepcion upside immediately after. If you have to choose just one, Boston is the more dependable NFL asset. Concepcion is the more dangerous fantasy weapon. Big Mo, Roy, and Lord Hate. That's the reality. You're choosing between a polished, physical workhorse and an electric, high-variance playmaker. Choose based on what your roster is currently missing.
There it is. That's coming from the facts. So again, the nigga who does have 7. What are your thoughts on what the facts got to say?
I mean, what the facts have to say is some trash. Again, what's the highest projected? And why you laughing over there, the talent? Why wouldn't you give me the higher projected?
Because I'm saying you swinging for the fences. Okay?
We don't even know who's gonna be passing the Browns any wide receivers
Shador
quarterback.
Sanders. Yes, we the fuck we do.
Nah.
Here's my logic for you.
Mm.
Let's say they both have good seasons as far as terms of yards. When you get down there in the end zone, who you looking for? You look for the big body wide receiver. So if he's scoring more touchdowns than the little guy, that's more of a slot guy who also has drop problems in a condensed red zone area versus the guy who's got good hands and this and that. Yeah, his projection might be high, but when the games actually start, you might want the guy that's scoring touchdowns. A touchdown, listen, a 5-catch, 50-yard game with a touchdown or 2 touchdowns is way more valuable than a 9-catch, 90-yard game, no touchdowns.
Let's see, 2 touchdowns, that's 6 points. Then you got 5 catches. That's another 5 points. That's 11. Then you get the yardage, and then
2 touchdowns is 12 points.
12 points.
Plus
is he gonna get? But we think 12 points every week.
5 is 17. Plus
12
the yardage.
points. 2 touchdowns every week.
I'm just saying one. Not every week, but I'm just trying to tell you, a touchdown maker guy is just more valuable than somebody who's not making touchdowns.
This the guy who got the tight end on the squad that's gonna get all those end zone reads. Who got the tight end?
Listen, man, you draft who you want to draft. I'm just telling you my logic. Okay,
for the Browns, that's who's gonna be getting it.
I understand you want to argue, but the logic is simple. And here's the thing: at 7, those are the only 2 guys. Those are the only 2 guys, unless you're going after the guy from the Jets or you're going after the guy from the Steelers.
Well, let's go ahead because we got Gronk coming up at 9. We got me coming up at 8.
Let's go to 8. What would 8 do?
You already know that. I'm finna go ahead.
Is 8 taking one of the Cleveland? Is 8 taking one of the Cleveland wide receivers?
I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to the facts. I'm gonna ask the facts between Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, Amari Cooper.
Let's not go to the facts.
We go Amari Cooper, Casey Concepcion, and Bernard. I'm just gonna ask the nigga. I give you what I give the people what they need. So I'm just gonna ask the facts. The facts, real simple. You got 8 pick. Roy got him at KC Concepcion. Then you got 9 pick Amari Cooper for the Gronk, and then you got Cheese the Don at 10 with Jeremy Bernard. Who you taking? All 3. Let's see what the facts got to say. This is gonna be interesting. And again, y'all getting this shit live with everybody else. Facts.
Listen up. I'm the facts, and I'm here to give it to you straight. You've got Casey Concepcion, 8, Omar Cooper Jr., 9, and Jeremy Bernard, 10, on the board. You want to know who to take? Here's the breakdown. 1. Casey Concepcion, pick 8, the facts. He's the undisputed talent of this group. The tape and the analytics are fully aligned. He's a dynamic, versatile weapon who graded out as a top-tier prospect in this class. The reality. He was a first-round NFL pick. He's explosive, a yak machine, and a threat to score every time he touches the ball. Verdict. He's the priority target. If you're at 8 and he's there, you don't overthink it. You take him. He has the highest ceiling and the most elite prospect profile by a wide margin. 2. Omar Cooper Jr. Pick 9. The facts. Cooper is your high floor, reliable slot technician.
He already
He's a
said
yak
take.
monster who thrives in the intermediate game and against zone coverage.
Oh, now you agree with the facts.
The reality.
No,
He
I'm
lacks
just saying,
elite
let's move it
separation
on. We
metrics and his career
understand. We don't care
production
about
was
the other
modest
guys.
until
We
a
know
late
who he
breakout
said
in his
take.
final year. He's
He
a
said take
steady
KT.
player, not a game changer. Verdict. He's a solid consolation prize if you miss on the elite tier, but he's capped compared to Concepcion. 3. Jeremy Bernard. Pick 10. The facts. Bernard is the biggest gamble of the three.
The gamble.
His production was suppressed by log jams at Washington, but his prospect profile is underwhelming.
I hear you.
The
I'm
reality.
just the nigga almost
He's
done.
buried behind established veterans, Metcalf, Pittman, in Pittsburgh. He's arguably a better football player than fantasy player, the kind of guy who does the dirty work but won't fill up your stat sheet. Verdict. Stay away if you want a WR1 ceiling. He's a
Ian.
depth chart filler, not a
Facts.
foundation
Final
piece.
call.
The facts final call. If I'm on the clock, the hierarchy is clear. Concepcion greater than Cooper greater than Bernard. Big Mo, Roy, and Lord Haight. If you let Concepcion pass you by at 8, you're making a mistake. He's the only one of these three with true league winner potential.
There you have it. The facts is spoken. Now, is the fact still trash?
Yeah, it's trash.
Listen, man, we didn't ask the facts. We asked you who you take.
You already know. Roy, listen. You want? I'll go ahead and talk to the people.
You asked
Go ahead,
this
no, I'm
man.
gonna talk
You
to the
asked this
people.
man twice. You asked this man twice who he was taking. Now it's
Got a
your
point.
turn. You on the clock. Who are you taking?
The ass kickers in the organization that I run. And whoever we taking is going to be whoever we take it
So
at.
you take
Now,
you
everybody
taking
wants
whoever.
to focus on Christian Kirk
So
from last
let me tell you
year
this.
and
Yeah,
this,
that
that,
was
and the
an
third.
embarrassment.
Huh?
Do you want to finally admit that that was an embarrassment?
I've already admitted that. I've already admitted that so long time ago, but I still finished top 5. I'm a top 3. I'm a top 3
You tried to
organization.
gaslight us and say that was the pick that you wanted to do. And like he would, all of everybody else you didn't want, you got your guy. That was bullshit.
It was.
Thank
I
you.
honestly
Now
thought
we
Kirk
can
was
move
going to
on.
have
We
a
can move
breakout
on to
year.
9 because you're not going to tell us. But we already know if both for the Cleveland wide receivers is on the board, you're going to take the one that he don't take because neither one of y'all taking Cooper Jr. or Jeremy Bernard. Neither one of those guys are even on your board at 7 or 8. So it comes down to if said don't take one of the Cleveland wide receivers, y'all going Cleveland wide receivers back to back. You need said to pass on Sadiq. If you look at your squad is perfectly. When you made that trade for Lamar Jackson and traded Lamar Jackson to Zay Flowers, your team is perfectly set up to take Price at 3, slide him in as your RB1. And then at 7, take Kenyon Sadiq because AJ Bardner, he's a good tight end, but you want better. So you would go after Sadiq. So he would slide in as your
Can you keep your face?
tight
Can
end
you
one.
keep your face straight with that one?
He would tight end. He would slide in as your. I like AJ Bardner, but if I
How
had
did
a
you?
chance,
How
if
did
I
we
had
come
a
about
chance
that,
to get
AJ Barner?
Sadiq, I like AJ Barton. But if I had a chance to get Sadiq at 7, I definitely would take him and slide him as my starting tight
You
end.
don't think anybody would drop to 7 though? You don't think nobody would drop to 7?
Who is said taken? You
No, I
think
think
said
you don't. No. I'm saying you don't think anybody. You don't think a Makai Lemon would drop down to 5 or 6?
absolutely
Fuck
not.
no.
There's the thing.
Fuck no.
Somebody gotta move up for him to drop down. Who's that player that's gonna move up in the top 5?
Well, obviously we know you're not trying to move up. So
Oh no. I'm talking about if you
I
for
mean, like I said,
for
at number 4,
can't
but
tighten it.
like I said, for Bullyfoots, I mean, I can see that trade being made. I can see that
Even if
trade.
a trade is being made,
Mhm.
somebody got to pick it for. And if you trading assets, if you trading assets to get the fourth pick, who the fuck are you picking?
I
You're
think,
not picking.
maybe,
You're not.
go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
You're not gonna pick Jeremy Bernard at 4. That's what I'm saying. For Makai Lemon, for
Mhm.
Tyson, for Tate to fall out the top 5, another player
They
has
would
to
have to have
get
a
picked.
shitty preseason.
No, another player has to get picked in the top 5. Casey
They still
Young,
have to have a shitty preseason.
Casey, maybe Casey Young if he step up, maybe Denzel Boston if he go off. But those about the
So
only two.
the way I
You
look at it,
mentioned
and the way I
Jeremy
look at
Bernard.
this is that when people move up, they move up for their team, what they need. So I'm gonna use a different team, and this is just an example of what I'm talking about. Look at Cheese the Dime. He has an old tight end at Mark Andrews. Why
Okay.
wouldn't he, with those 2 draft picks, move right on up there to get him a Keon Sadiq at 4? He's a
To get
trade
who?
person that want to get Keon Sadiq at 4.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This ain't no real NFL draft, okay? We got 2 minutes. Ain't nobody trading 10 and 13, and they don't know he gonna be there. Only an idiot would trade for draft picks thinking that a player was gonna be there, Jadarian Price. Only a fucking dumbass would trade they for trade picks. So if you gon' if you gonna listen,
If you tell
last
me
year,
Keon Sadiq is at number 6, and he trade both what 10 and 13 to get number 4, right? To Bullyfoot.
to get
Why wouldn't he draft for Sadiq?
Why wouldn't Bullyfoot take 10 and 13 for 4?
come on now.
So why? Who'd
Why?
you
I'm
say?
not. This is a question for
Hold
Roy.
on.
Why
Wait.
wouldn't Bullyfoot take 10 and 13 for 4?
Because who the fuck is he getting at 10 and 13?
All right. All right.
Number
You giving up
10,
an
No, no,
elite
she's the
no,
motherfucker
prospect.
down. We talked
You
about
giving up
Jeremy
an
Bernard,
elite
wide receiver for the.
prospect. You giving up an elite prospect in the top 4 to get Jeremy Bernard. Who the fuck is? Name somebody you like,
You say somebody I like? I like who you like. I like Nick Singleton.
huh?
I like a Nick Singleton. I like a
I like
Anthony
Fernando
Antonio Williams.
Mendoza. If he could get 10 and 13 for 4, I like Mendoza.
He got 2 quarterbacks.
He can sell one of them. He can still sell one of them. Let's be real. Let's call it. No. You asked me. No. You asked me. Who? What scenario would if he could trade for 10 and 4? I mean 10 and 13 for 4, and go out there and get Mendoza. He could still trade one of them. I'm in a
That
fight
makes sense.
right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna call it. I'm in a fight right now to see if Tua can get the motherfucking starter spot over Penix. So yeah, it's
I
still
mean,
out
it
there.
sounds good. They just trade him and get the number 1 pick next year, right?
Well, your
Let's
strategy with
hey,
the tank with
let's
the
get rid
tank.
of
Hold
4
on,
and
hold
let's
on.
go
With the
on a
tank strategy,
journey.
you can do
Let's
that
go
though,
on a
can't you?
journey to get this magical, mystical player. It's the top 4 pick. If you motherfuckers had a top 4 pick and I came to you with 10 and 13 for 4, you would slam the fucking door on my face. Especially you, and I know you would too. You motherfuckers have lost y'all goddamn mind. Hey, let's just trade 4 for 10 and 13. If I came to you, motherfucker, motherfucker.
You would have to hold on. You would have to add your first
See,
round next
I've
year. You
seen
would have
your
to add your
fucking
first round in next
I've
year.
seen your counter offers for 3 and 7. You
Mm.
gotta be fucking kidding me
You
talking
ain't
about
shit
10
for
and
3 and 7.
13.
I ain't never asked what you got in 2027. I ain't asked for draft picks.
I don't have any draft picks in
But I
That's
mean,
2027.
neither here nor there.
don't I ask that
Listen,
question? I
10,
asked that question. Am I
10,
not hold on?
listen,
Am I not a fair man when I ask that question?
10 and 13 for 4 is ridiculous.
10 and 13 and 4, and if you got some in the first round in 2027,
10
I mean,
and 13
you
for
can throw
4 is
you
ridiculous.
throw a player in there, like you
I
say.
don't think so.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because when y'all had these picks, I've dealt with you when you had the 4th pick.
10 and 13 for 8 is
When
on the
you drafted
table.
Larry
10 and
McConkey,
13 for
I
8 is
dealt
on the
with you.
motherfucking table.
I've dealt with you when you had the 4th pick for Larry McConkey, and the price was ridiculous. And I believe the year you had fucking number 4, I had pick 13. You fucking shit on every fucking offer I sent your way. And all of them, maybe none of them, all of them were better than me giving you 10 and 13.
No, they were not.
You a goddamn lie.
You a
You
goddamn
a
lie.
fucking lie.
You a fucking lie.
I offered you 2 players and the pick 13 for number 11. 2 picks up, and you shit on me. You treated me like I was a fucking bomb. You niggas is ridiculous with y'all lying asses. Let's go to number 9 because this is ridiculous. Go to
Number 9, we got the Gronk with Omar Cooper Jr.'s Jets. Hey, Omar Cooper is a mature professional wide receiver and could become that very dependable 12 point every week high floor, but we believe the ceiling is capped. Because of why? Hall and Wilson both got paid. Hall and Wilson will eat. It's a lot of mouths to feed in the New York Jets organization. Before we go ahead and let the talent go ahead and explain his logic behind this, hey, do you have anything to say on this? Or you just want to go ahead and let this nigga have the floor?
I mean, for Amari Cooper, he don't really need wide receivers in my mind. He got Nico Collins, he got Chris Olave, so he's cool in that position. So he can go ahead and draft Cooper if he's just gonna sit him on the bench. But I wouldn't draft that player. Definitely, he can move.
Who would you draft?
Again, moving out of there. I think players are going to fall into people's position. I think one of those Browns wide receivers is gonna get down there. I don't think the draft as you got it now is gonna happen. And here's the thing. Last year who you was locked in on and what happened there.
He went early.
So we know there ain't nothing guaranteed, right?
Talk to him.
You saying shit, but when I say who go for in order for these Browns wide receivers to fall,
I can see a Boston falling down there. The reason why I can see a Boston nobody knows who the fuck is passing the ball in
okay, he's falling. He falls. Somebody's got to be in there. He can't. If he falls to 9, we got him at 6. He falls to 9. That means somebody had to physically pick somebody over him.
Here's the thing. This is not my mock. Hold on. This is not my mock draft. This your mock draft.
But you
this
tell
your mock draft. I just told you one thing. I just told you that I think one of the again.
Am I stupid or
you
something?
already told people that who's trading for who should move things. Let's say that hey, somebody fall down. Oh my God, how could you think that's the possibility that someone would fall down?
Are you listening?
It's fucking possible.
Listening to
anything is fucking possible.
Okay,
anything is fucking possible.
Anything is possible. Did you just say anything is possible?
Anything. Yeah. You can fuck around and get the number 2 pick if you really try hard.
Okay. And so when you say, I believe one of these Cleveland wide receivers is gonna fall down to 9 or 10. Boston's gonna fall down. Okay. You said that, right? So why the fuck are you saying this your my draft? Because in my draft, ain't no fucking way he going to 10. So when I ask you who the fuck is going to be 7, 8, 9 before he falls to 10, or before he falls to 9, who's gonna be 7 and 8? Give me a fucking name. There's only so many names that you can name. That's what I'm saying. In order for him to fall, somebody has to pick a lower projected player.
Okay. So we move on to number 10, Cheese
So
the Don.
exactly, he's not gonna fall to fucking 9. You're not gonna. Are you gonna pick Nick Singleton? Or you gonna pick one of these running backs that's got a 1.1 projection? Nick Singleton.
No. I'm trying to get St. Brown.
Who?
St. Brown. The nigga on your team.
Listen, St. Brown can be had. I keep.
Okay, then we'll talk
Let's
after
bring the
this.
show
We'll
to a
talk. We'll
screeching
talk.
halt. Let's
Yeah.
bring the show to a screeching halt so we
Yep.
can talk about St. Brown. If you give me 3, if you give me 7, if you give me T. Higgins and a 2007 first round pick, I will give you St. Brown. If you
Okay.
cannot afford that price,
Mhm.
stop asking for him.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. So that everybody can be unbiased, ask the facts.
Ask the facts. What?
Ask the facts that trade.
What's the so you want 3, 7, and what else?
I want 3, 7, T. Higgins, and a 2027 first for St. Brown.
All right, the facts. We are live on the show. We got the people. The question that is on the table is St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown worth 3, 7, and a 2027 first. Is that correct?
And T. Higgins.
And T. Higgins.
Oh,
Even you having to say, oh, let you know it's already fucked up.
I just want to make sure I get this motherfucker right. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah. And T. Higgins. Just go ahead and get this right. I want to make sure that we get this right. Because this is gonna be definitely interesting to see what the facts say.
Not gonna be interesting at all.
Let's see what they got to say. Here we go. This is gonna be great.
Not gonna be interesting at all.
Let's see what this shit got to say.
Bring the show to a screeching halt.
Listen up.
To try
I'm the
to do a
facts.
trade negotiation.
You want the breakdown on
Live
shipping
on
Amon-Ra St. Brown and T. Higgins for the 37th overall pick and a 2027 first round pick?
Mm-mm.
3.
The trade that's being discussed is Amon-Ra St. Brown for the 3rd overall pick, the 7th overall pick, T. Higgins, and a 2027 first round pick. Just want to make sure we get the information correct. We're gonna see what this nigga got to say. This is it, people. This is the future. This is what we in for. This is what it's all about.
To give you the facts on this trade, you are the side receiving the significantly better value by keeping Amon-Ra St. Brown. Trading away an elite, perennial WR1 like Amon-Ra St. Brown for the 3rd and 7th overall picks, T. Higgins, and a 2027 first-round pick might look like a haul at first glance, but in dynasty formats, this is a classic mistake of trading a premium, proven asset for a collection of less certain parts. The breakdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a
Don't need the
cornerstone.
breakdown.
At age
Don't need the
26,
breakdown.
St. Brown is
You
widely
can stop.
considered a
You know what? You
top-tier
can stop.
dynasty asset.
Listen, it's a bad trade for me, but that's the only trade I do. It's a bad. He just said it's a bad trade for me.
Hold on. Now the facts ain't trash.
Now the facts ain't trash.
No, I'm telling you, it didn't matter what he said. But he said it's a bad trade for me. I'm telling you, I do the trade right now on air. We can do it right now. I
want y'all to hear the bottom line. The bottom line.
He has produced elite.
I just really want it because it really get down. It's actually a real.
Tied to a solid offense. Elite players of his caliber are extremely difficult to replace. In many leagues, even 2 first-round picks are often considered insufficient to land him. The Hull Trap. T. Higgins. While a talented receiver, Higgins is now 27 and carries a reputation as a streaky WR2 who consistently misses games due to injury. He is not in the same tier of reliability or value as St. Brown. The picks. Rookie picks are always a gamble. While the 3rd and 7th overall picks provide high-end talent, there is no guarantee they will become players of St. Brown's caliber. Furthermore, a 2027 first-round pick is so far into the future that its value is largely speculative and lacks the liquid power of a player who helps you win games now. The
I would
Dynasty
do the
reality.
trade right
Dynasty
now.
football is won by consolidating elite talent.
You
By
win the
trading St.
trade
Brown,
based
I
you are
off
traded
the
breaking
St.
facts.
up a
Brown, so
stud to
and
acquire
here's the bottom
multiple
line.
You
Bottom
assets
win the
line.
that might
trade
never combine to
based off
match
the
his weekly
facts.
point production.
I do it right
Unless
now.
your team is in a total
But that's the
multi-year
only trade I
teardown,
do.
rebuild, moving St. Brown for a package like this usually leaves you with a weaker starting lineup and more roster cloggers. The
Bottom
bottom
line.
line, this trade is
That's
heavily
the only
tilted in
trade
favor
I
of
do.
the team getting St. Brown. You are being asked to sell a blue chip stock for a handful of lottery tickets. Unless you are desperate for depth and believe those 2 high picks will hit on immediate stars, you should decline this offer. Don't trade the elite
There you go.
consistency of a TOP5 Dynasty WR for a package of, maybe, assets.
Now, coming from a motherfucker who actually sold St. Brown, I won a Super Bowl with the nigga. And yes, the
All the hype vote.
what I got back in return did not amount to what I gave away. So again, the facts are spoken. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Y'all niggas ready to move
It
on?
ain't
Y'all
gonna
want to discuss
happen.
it some more?
He's not giving up what I want for St. Brown.
Here's it. We can both agree. We can both agree. Oh, fuck nah, I'm not doing no shit like that.
Exactly. There you go.
Let's
Thank
move
you.
on
Hell
to
no.
11. We got the people's champ, Fernando
Sound like
Mendoza.
Christian McCaffrey trade or some shit like that.
Fernando Mendoza, quarterback with the Raiders at 5 projects, said people's champ GM casually threw out the possibility of taking Mendoza at 11. It makes so much sense. How does it make sense, Roy, from the Rankins crew?
Well, he traded for Kirk Cousins.
Uh-huh.
You know, one of those two gonna start. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like the guys that's behind them, listen, it's some guys that's behind them that's gonna be good, but I don't know who. I know it's gonna be somebody that's gonna be good, but if you ask me to
Come on, Mel
pinpoint it,
Kiper.
if you ask me to pinpoint it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nick Singleton looks like he could be that guy,
Uh-huh.
but you won't have to wait a year. But Pollard's gone after this year. He's gonna be
Yeah.
30.
I
No
get that.
contract. Spears, this is his last year under contract. So, I mean, if you think logically, if you can wait a year, Nick Singleton will be that guy. Nick Singleton could probably go 7, and I wouldn't say it was a terrible pick, but you're not going to get immediate impact. And I know how this league thinks. If you got a top 10 pick, people
how you
want
think.
immediate returns on that pick. Ain't nobody drafting somebody in the top 10 and then wait, because you could
But
end up.
don't that disqualify the logic that I had?
You could end up like my guy, Black Republicans, who drafted Trey Benson in the top 5, waiting on this year to happen, and next thing you know, they draft Love.
Trey Benson ain't shit. He ain't never been shit, ain't gonna be shit.
Listen, I'm not listening to y'all because we know all last year y'all shit on Brooks, and now y'all quiet as a fucking church
He
mouse.
ain't did a motherfucking snap yet.
Yep.
I'll say this.
Down.
I agree with you on that. If he go, Mendoza, or he can go with Nick Singleton as far as to see what Aaron Jones gonna do, because that's the only time Aaron Jones.
He got Kirk. You need a backup quarterback. Mendoza, he brung it to the potential. We originally had him taking
Mendoza
somebody
going in
else.
the second round.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Ain't you what you had? What you have going?
I think late first, like before you go into the second round.
To who? To the late first. Now we gonna bypass by the people's champ at 11. Late first, you got 12. Chibo Burgers. Does he need a quarterback? Yes or no?
No, he don't need one.
Nah.
You got Cheese the Don. Does he need a quarterback?
Yes.
Then you got Hurricane Walker. Does he need a quarterback?
Nope.
Who? Hurricane Walker.
Nah.
No, he got too good.
Northsiders. Do they need a quarterback?
Nope.
At this point, yes.
You
All he
think you don't
got
think
is
Knicks? You don't think Knicks? He got three. He got Sador, who this nigga think is gonna be a starting
I
quarterback.
do.
But
the door.
you got
Listen,
you
if
got
you
Bo Nix
know
and you
it,
got Lamar.
he got Lamar next year, so he don't. I forgot about Lamar.
So yeah, the only logical choice is Mendoza for People's Champ at 11, but he could go a different
And
route.
16, he
Eh,
can go to 16 and El Patron.
Yeah, he could go a different route and probably let's see when do People's Champ pick in the second round. They don't look
They got him pick in the
like.
second round.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about that trade
El
that he
No, he
made.
Listen,
doesn't. No, according to this, according to the second round,
oh
we
no,
No, he
his
got a
have
third.
next
He got a
pick is
third
you
round.
his
got
next
New
pick
North
is
Side is U
43.
City Lions, Cheese the Don, Hurricane Walker, Sparks Bucks, King
Yeah. It's
Kamish.
43. It's 43. He traded.
So either
That's why I
Mendoza
said
go
that trade was
11.
good.
A lot of this goes down to preseason, but I honestly think that Mendoza at 11 is it's a lock pick, in my opinion. Chibo Burgess at 12. Mike Washington Jr., running back for the Raiders. Now, I'll say this. I'm not even going to go into the bullshit that the Roy the Rankins crew put out there. I
Not
believe
bullshit. It's not bullshit. Read it. Read it.
Mike Washington Jr., running back for the Raiders, projected this is a bold move here. But the people's champ taking Mendoza and Chibo Burgers taking
No.
Washington.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Chibo Burgers taking Washington. It shows fantasy managers are trusting the Raiders are building. Chibo Burgers has openly stated Washington is the second best back in the class and won't get past 12. He has stated this 100%. The ranking crew is correct. Bluffing or just a charitable scouting organization, the ranking crew sees a huge Genty roadblock in Washington, even if Kubiak runs a two running back system. That is what Roy the Rankins crew has come with. I'm going to simply say that Chibo Burgers is stubborn. Look at me, people. I'm telling you, Chibo Burgers is stubborn. When he has his mind set on a motherfucker, and he has openly stated that Mike Washington is the second best running back in the class. I do not dispute this pick because Chibo Burgers has openly stated that this is who he is going with. If Mike Washington is there, does Kubiak go with a two running back system? Possibly. Has
Solid.
Genty
We
has
want opinion.
Genty huh?
Let's stop being politically correct. Would you draft Washington at 12?
No.
Do you think he's the second best back in this draft?
No.
Do you believe that Genty is a fucking roadblock for Washington?
Yes.
Yep, I agree with that.
So we all
But
think
I'm not
Bo is
disputing.
full of shit.
I'm not
Think he's a
disputing.
bad scouting GM, and that's why he lost the fucking hype ball to Lennox because he don't know what the fuck he doing. He got fucking lucky with that 314, and now his punk ass is reverting back to that bullshit drafting Michael Washington Jr. at 12, thinking they finna have this two-back system.
Now, I will say this, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Lord Haight in a minute. In my opinion, the ass kicker's opinion, I believe that Genty, this is the year that Genty gets made to be human. He got kind of exposed in the first few weeks, but he had a comeback last let we go say 10 weeks, 8 weeks. He had a great end of the season. He didn't break 1,000 yards, but Bijan didn't either. Not their rookie year. Tyler Algiers did. Then you got Mike Washington. Can Mike Washington Jr. unseat Ashton Genty I'm going to go out here on the record and say, fuck no. Tebow, you are a fucking idiot. And I'll be the first one to say on this show, if you prove me wrong, if Mike Washington proves me wrong, I'll be the first to look into the hey, people. Come here, bring it in. Tebow is a motherfucking genius. I will say those words. But in the meantime, right now, in between time, you, sir, are a fucking idiot. I personally would go Antonio Williams at 12 and snipe Cheese to Don, your friend. That's what I would do. Hey?
I would have to agree with that. I'll look at the points on the board. Shit, Mike Washington going behind Genty, that's not even gonna work. Even though they come up
The
with the
only way he
head
does that
coach
is
and
if
he
Genty
gonna do
gets
that.
injured.
Well, here's the thing: you got to see what the head coach gonna do. I mean, this is his first, so he's gonna pretty much try to go ahead and mimic what they did in Seattle. But looking at, you know, what I'm saying Tebow's squad and the trade he made for Kyle Monunga, I mean, I would tell, I would say go ahead and go after a wide receiver. And the best wide receiver to me at that point would have to be a Williams in Washington. So I would say probably go with that. Top of that, you don't know what's gonna happen with Rasheed Rice. Just go ahead and go with the wide receiver, in my opinion.
Talent.
If it was me personally, listen. I don't like Washington because Genty was a high pick. They already talking up Genty. They have improved that offensive line. I just think he's got a ceiling. Genty's got to fail massively, and he's got to for him to be a productive fantasy player. For me, I would go Nick Singleton right there. I think you gotta wait, but Nick Singleton is going to be the Titans RB1, and Nick Singleton's got the pedigree. I don't know why he dropped. I know he broke his foot at the Senior Bowl. Maybe that's why he dropped. But I think Nick Singleton is going to be a player. But I understand that 1.1 projection. I understand why we got that 1.1 projection. That's gonna scare people off. If I had if somebody traded for St. Brown, I had 3 and 7, I'd be very scared to draft Nick Singleton in that top 7. You see what I'm saying?
Can you afford it though?
I'm just
No, not the same
listen,
Brown,
I
not the
want to go
same
there.
Brown.
The
No,
only reason I use that
Hold
example,
on, I'm saying for your team.
was
Go
to
ahead.
say, with that projection, I don't have the balls to draft him that high. But at this point in the draft, it would either be Antonio Williams or Nick Singleton, and I would go for the Nick Singleton because I think once he does become the RB1, we're gonna look at him like a Bucky Irvin who went in the second round, and when he became the RB1, that value just skyrocketed up. There's other players who were second, even like Bill Crosby. Merritt. Once he stepped up and won the job, it was she was shitty.
Bro King
Didn't he have
wins
like 8 to 10
again.
touchdowns last year?
Oh, Bill? I don't know. But he had a few games where he was the clear RB1 and he only scored the single digits like in 4 or 5 games and he supposed to be the clear RB1. But the games that he had that was good based on, but see his draft, he wasn't a first round draft pick. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't a high pick. He wasn't a first round draft pick, so you can eat that. You know what I'm saying? But I also think Singleton, anything can happen. But
I'm gonna move on to 13.
I ain't a big fan of Pollard and Spears like
I
that.
am not either. Moving on to 13, Cheese the Don at 13. You have him picking Antonio Williams, wide receiver, the Commanders. Now, I could go into the reading of this, but I'll go ahead and just let you go ahead and explain 13
Best player
Antonio Williams.
available. Best player available. We all like Antonio Williams. Most of us would take him at 12. If he's there at 13, bam. We could, because I do want to do some second round picks, so we can move on. We can, Some of these guys ain't worth arguing about.
Hurricane Walker, you got Chris Bell in the Dolphins wide receiver. Chris Bell has really had a really great season at Louisville before his injury and should easily be the Dolphins wide receiver one if he's healthy. Young men heal faster than those. You've been saying that for years. This could be a value pick for Hurricane Walker, whose starting lineup is set. Could be getting a steal, and Walker got the team that could sit until he's ready. Do you stand by that?
Yeah. I mean, Walker's starting lineup is set. I mean, you put him on the bench and you kind of wait for him. I mean,
Question is, do you stand by that?
Saying about what?
Your statement.
About who?
Hurricane Walker and Chris Bell.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Hey, do you agree with that?
I mean, I'm looking at his bench. I mean, Debo ain't been signed, and looking at his bench, he needs to take what's best available. I mean, again, if you're saying he got the time to wait, this is where that Nick Singleton falls into his lap.
The facts. Do you think that Chris Bell at 14 going to Hurricane Walker is the move, according to Roy the Rankins crew? We're going to see what the facts got to say, because, this is where it's at. And we're going to see what the facts got to say. This is going to be interesting.
I'm the facts, and I'm here to give you the objective breakdown on the Chris Bell pick at 14. If Roy is pushing for Bell here, he's betting on a high upside physicality play. Here is the reality of that decision. The facts on Chris Bell. The physical profile. Bell is a massive receiver, 6 feet 2 inches, 222 pounds, with legitimate 4.3 speed. That's rare. His ability to bounce off tacklers and win contested catches, 56% contested catch rate in college, is legitimate. The landing spot, he's in Miami, which has a wide open depth chart. If he's healthy, and he's reportedly ahead of schedule in his ACL rehab, he has a clear path to meaningful snaps as a rookie. The risk, he is a possession-style receiver who was somewhat inconsistent in college and is coming off a major ACL tear. He's a project that needs a creative offense to maximize his yak ability. Is it the move? If you need a ceiling play, yes. Bell has a rare combination of size and speed that you can't coach. If he hits his year one ceiling, he's a massive steal at 14.
Okay.
If you need a safe floor, no. There are more polished route runners you could look for if you want immediate, week-to-week reliability.
Is it the move?
The facts verdict. Roy is gambling on traits over polish. In a dynasty draft, that's how you find league winners. If you're okay with the injury risk and a potentially slower start, Bell at 14 is a defensible, high-ceiling swing. If you're playing for safe points today, you might want to look elsewhere. Big Mo, Roy, the floor is yours. Are you betting on the athletic profile or the polish?
All right, so y'all ready to move on to pick 15? He ain't saying nothing. All he said was, it's a good pick. That's what he said to me. I mean, it makes sense.
Is a nigga trash or he... This is what I be saying with your ass. It's cool.
Think? No, I mean, listen, it's Tyson over Jordan Price. That was trash. You know that was trash. You wouldn't take Tyson over Jordan Price.
You don't know what I would do. You have no clue. New Northside is at 15. Yo, boy, your cousin, my people's my cousin, Jacoby Lane, the Ravens wide receiver. Do you really believe that 15, that this is the best available, and that New Northside is going to take Jacoby Lane?
Absolutely. He should. He should if he got extended. Why invest in Lamar Jackson and not get one of his wide receivers?
That's what you said. So after the blockbuster trade of the summer, Rankins crew believes that Fantasy Football Club, who just traded for Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers, stays on the Ravens offensive train and grabs a big 6'4", fast 4.4, sure-handed Ravens wide receiver and run the stack.
Absolutely. Now, they got another rookie, Elijah Surratt.
Yeah.
Who might start in the slot. I've been hearing some hype about that. So that could be the pick too. But I think it's either him or Jacoby Lane. I like Jacoby Lane. again, big guy. He scores touchdowns. A touchdown changes your whole fantasy day. If you're having a bad day, but a guy scores a touchdown, now he's having a good day. Just it's just how it is.
Hey, what you think about your boy?
I can see New North Siders go ahead and move out of this pick. You know he hate rookies. So at the same
Those are
time,
facts. Those are
again,
facts,
I
people.
can see
The
him
new
making a
North
trade.
Siders hate
But
rookies.
I agree that that would be the smart play for him having Lamar Jackson to go ahead and add somebody that's pairing with him. Or again, this is where a trade could be made and go after a player that, hey, don't cost you nothing in the second round and get that other Elijah Strada and go ahead and add you a piece of a player.
So do you think that he goes, and do you think that that trade happens in the offseason, as you heard in the preseason coming up? Do you think that happens? What's the over under on that happen? 50%, 60%, 70%? What you think?
I say 60% over. I see him moving that. He could probably move those.
Roy, you see him moving it?
No.
Mm.
Who's buying it?
Well, I
Ooh,
mean,
that's the excellent question.
here's the thing. Again, depends on who's buying it. You wouldn't buy it.
No.
Mm.
You wouldn't buy it for this year pick. Would you buy it for next year?
No.
No. So you want to get in this first year, you wouldn't trade you know what I'm saying, MHJ.
No.
Fuck, man. That nigga gave up 4 first rounds for it. I mean, he got to get a return on his investment.
Listen, why would I trade somebody with a 12 point projection to get a rookie with a 5.2
He
projection?
he's sitting on your bench, ain't he?
Don't fucking matter.
He's sitting on your bench. I mean, you got a
One
team full of
rookie.
killers.
I
You got a
traded.
team full of killers. So I mean, I figured that you'll go out and trade him.
There, that word
Man,
again. Look,
you just gaslight me just to gaslight me.
Okay, you might be
last
right.
pick in the first round, we got El Patron at 16, Jonah Coleman, Broncos wide receiver. I truly believe that this is the
Running
best
back.
one. But I honestly, if it were me, I like Caden Allen over Jonah Coleman. Me.
Who?
Caden Allen.
Running back,
Running back. Commanders.
Commanders.
Yes.
Allen.
Over Jonah Coleman. Huh?
K-Tron Allen.
Yeah.
The only reason, listen, K-Tron Allen, Nick Singleton, Jonah Coleman, I think they all the same. I think they all could eventually be their team's number one running back, possibly. So it's just, again, even on the thing I said, Nick Singleton could blow up everything. K-Tron Allen, also. I mean, but again, all three of these guys gonna have a weight. The only reason I really picked Coleman for El Patron because he's got J.K. Dobbins, who's also on the Broncos.
The Broncos, I'm sorry.
So
he stay hurt too.
He started Dobbins. If Coleman takes over, he can take Dobbins out, put Coleman in. You know what I'm saying? With Allen, it's that he could, but if Allen don't overtake Bill or Rasheed Rice, you gotta wait.
So let me ask you this question: If Mendoza is there at that pick, does he take Mendoza? If you had to pick between that,
inside information, he's not a big Mendoza fan, but if Mendoza was there, the smart thing would be to take him. But I mean, even with Mendoza, you gotta wait. That's why it makes sense with People's Champ because he's got Kurt. Anybody else who got Mendoza, you might have to wait. You gotta wait a year until Kurt's out the way.
I don't think Mendoza waits a year. I honestly think Mendoza starts by week 10, in my opinion. That's my opinion. And that's the beauty of the internet. Once this shit is out here, it's out here. Now, we are done with the first round. I'm getting ready to peruse through the second round. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into some shit. But I really want to give a word to the facts. And I just want to ask the facts. Who is the steal in the second round according to Roy and the Ranking Scrum? I'm going to ask this question. Facts. Who is the steal in the second round, according to Roy and the Rankins crew, by their second round mock draft? And we're just gonna see what they got to say, because New Northsiders, U City Lions, Cheese in here, Walker back in here, Bucks back in here again. Team Commish finally makes their debut in the second round. So we just gonna see what the facts got to say. Who's the steal?
Listen, I'm the facts, and I'm here to give it to you straight. You're asking about the steal of the draft and where Nick Singleton fits in the rankings crew's logic. Let's cut the noise. According to the rankings crew's mock draft, Nick Singleton is their designated steal of the draft. Here is the reality behind that claim. The valuation. While you see him going in the second round, pick 19, in their mock, the rankings crew is calling him Dynasty Gold and a massive value because they believe he projects as a top-tier RB2 by 2027. The conflict. Don't get it twisted. The rankings crew is higher on him than the actual NFL was, where he went in the 5th round. While NFL scouts have valid concerns about his patience and creativity between the tackles, the rankings crew is betting purely on his physical profile and his long-term path to carries in a young Tennessee offense. The facts verdict. Roy and the rankings crew are chasing upside. They are projecting that Singleton's physical traits will eventually overcome his technical flaws. Is he a steal? Only if you're playing for 2027. If you need immediate production, he's a stash, not a starter. Don't let the steal label make you think he's a plug and play RB1 this year. That's just the glaze talking. Big Mo, Roy, the floor is yours.
What you think about that? What you think? Now, before you get into this, Roy, hey, what you think about that?
I mean, trash. I mean, you know, we already see who's gonna be the problem on this hosting. But I mean, in the second round, I mean, you know, I'm gonna always say I got the steal of it as far as that. But yeah, I'm looking at this mock
Who you think the steal of the draft would be in the
Please.
second round?
in the second round. Oh, the player that me and you both iron.
Who is that?
Ted Hurst.
You like Ted Hurst?
I like Ted Hurst.
I like Ted Hurst too. I think Ted Hurst is a Mike Evans clone, a Mike Evans 2.0, and then you look
I ain't
at
gonna
that.
say that much. He just falling in the right spot. I ain't gonna say that much. He just fall in the right spot. I
Mike
say
Evans clone, 6'4", can catch the deep ball, kind of like Mike Evans. Can track the ball down, make the tough catches. He's basically a Mike Evans clone. I know you don't want to say that. I ain't saying he's gonna give you the Mike Evans production, but for that offense, he fits in to be Mike Evans.
I'm gonna say this before you jump in. Hey, you playing like a fan, and he is over there fucking with your head about it. You are playing like a fan. I'm not saying Ted Hurst is a bad player, but me personally, like Mike Singleton over Hurts, Caleb Downs could be over Hurts. Hurts, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Honestly, you know, Katron Allen, it's a lot of people I like over Hurts, because in the Bucks organization, it's a lot of mouths to feed, and he's working on. I like Brazil. I like, honestly, I like Brazil over. I just do. You playing like a fan, and that's just my opinion. But you know,
no. Here's the, you asked me who's the steal. You didn't say that. Doesn't mean that who I'm drafting. There's a lot of players I like. I like Eli Stowers.
I like Malachi Fields. Now, who else
like
they throwing to in New York?
Over there for the Giants too.
Who else they throwing to in New York?
New York got 9 wide receivers.
Carson Beck is pretty
Who
good.
else they throwing to besides Neighbors?
OBJ, Juju Smith, Slayton. They just signed Calvin Austin.
I will smack your motherfucking ass.
Malachi Phillips, that look good. That's why I said them goose eggs out there.
So it's the second round, in my opinion, is nothing but toss-ups. Now, in the second round, according to the record screw, you got Katron Allen, who we think could possibly go. I think could possibly go at 16 in the first round. Zachariah Branch of the Falcons. Nick Singleton, who I think could go ahead and honestly make it to 17, in my opinion. Then you got Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell at 20, I fucks with it. That's a perfect landing spot. I think Hurricane Walker jump on him. Sparks Bucks, Ted Hurts. Hurts, he gonna be there. But if you sit up and wait around for Hurts, then you crazy. You playing like a fan. T. Commish,
Let me ask you a
Caleb.
question. Well, let's go back to Hurst real quick. Since he playing like me. They got Ibuka.
Yes.
Who they next good wide receiver? Taking you a long time.
Hurts.
No. Who else? There's another guy that's ahead of Hurts. Goodwin. Chris Goodwin, right?
Chris Goodwin is injury
Chris
prone.
Godwin.
Oh, Godwin, I'm sorry. But okay, so he injury prone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not gonna be there after this year.
Hey, he's 30. 30, what? 30, 31? You turned 31?
31, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So who's
He
the
out
next
the
guy?
patch.
Who's the next guy you like?
Over Hurts or just in Bucks organization?
In the Bucks organization.
It really ain't nobody. It just ain't.
But can
Because
Baker,
old boy went to the West Coast.
you got Jalen
Godwin
McMillan,
old as shit.
Jalen McMillan, you got Tez Johnston. You don't like neither one of them. Can Baker support two wide receivers?
Baker can't support with two wide receivers. He is a better quarterback as a pocket passer than Jalen
So
Hurts.
why are you? It really sounds like you pumping up Hurts because you're telling me Baker just gonna throw the Ibuka?
No.
You don't like Godwin. You don't like nobody else behind him. I got a 6'4" wide receiver with good hands, good tracking the balls. How's he playing like a fan when it's points to be had and Baker can absolutely carry 2-3 wide receivers?
To me, Hurts is a 2027 thing. If Godwin stays healthy,
Everybody in the second round is a 2027 play. It's no immediate starters in this second round. You like Chris Brazil. You know how many people got to eat on the Panthers team before Brazil gets his food? T-Mac, Leggett,
Jalen Curry.
I think Stribling by week 10 is a starter, like a dead to right starter, because Ricky Purcell isn't. He not the bet. He not Devontae Smith at number 2. He's not Chris Godwin at number 2. He's not Noel at number 2. So I think Stribling could really go out there and do something. I really do. Kalen Black.
Hold on. Let me. We focus on the Bucks team and we focus on the Bucks team. Again, you figure that I'm taking what? Ted Hurst at 21? Is that hold on? That's who I need on my squad. Hold on. That's
Can I be real? Can I be real for 1 second?
Is that who I need on my squad at 21?
You need everything on your squad.
God damn.
And with that said,
if I'm the Bucks over Hurst, I'm taking Kevin Coleman Jr. And I'm playing like a Kevin Coleman Jr. Look, Repeat Son.
Stop.
Shout out to Repeat Son. Hey, Bucks and Repeat. Hey, Repeat, do your time. Press your buck, nigga. We here when you get home.
Number 4 on the depth chart in Miami Dolphins. Right?
Who else did they throwing to in Miami?
I know who you got.
Malik Washington. No, I'm sorry, Parker Washington. And Waddle.
Malik.
You know, you got Malik Washington
and Waddle.
Waddle is in Denver.
Yeah, he's in Denver. So
yeah, okay.
So
who else? Who else is down there in Miami throwing to?
Chris Bell when he come back. You got what? Is Tutu down there? Is Tutu there?
Well, Jalen Tolbert, who they said
Tolbert said he ain't taking to nobody. So
they drafted 2 rookies ahead of him, Caleb Douglas and
Kevin Coleman Jr. is going to be the wide receiver 1 no later than 2027.
If you feel that way, come get that second round pick because we know the ass kickers ain't got one. Let's talk about how Devontae Smith can come on home. If that's
You
what you
already
want.
know, and you already know where I'm at. We
If that's
already
what you
talked about this.
if that's what you want, if you feel as though, hey, put the money where it's at.
You
But again,
you know my office
looking at
hours. You
my
know how to reach
squad,
me.
looking at my squad, if we're
So
gonna go by hold on, if we're gonna go by team commish logic, I didn't draft the what 2 wide receivers in the first round, right?
yeah.
I didn't grab 2. So why would I draft another one in the second round?
Because those are the best that's available. If Patron Allen is off the board and Nick Singleton is off the board, what are you gonna do? Are you going? Are okay? The next running back that's on the board is Adam Randall, the running back from the Ravens. You like him?
Nah. Mm-mm.
What about Emmett Johnson, the backup for the
For the
Chiefs?
Chiefs, nope.
You don't
Nope.
like him either?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't like
I
Strickland.
mean,
Hold on. Don't like
what about
Strickland either.
what about
Don't
Kenyon
like
Black, the
Kalen Black.
backup?
Don't like him over there with CMC. Nope.
So what
Don't
else
like
you
the
gonna draft?
Panthers. But again,
I
that's not what I
honestly
need on
like
my
Black only
team.
because
Wait a minute. See,
CMC. I'm sorry.
this is the lot. Wait a minute. Stop. This is where the logic comes in. I know you
Mhm.
said I drafted 2 wide receivers in the first. So who I'm gonna draft? Why would I draft another wide receiver in the third? Because you don't like any fucking body else.
Mm, mm.
But a fucking you like Ted Hurst. You already admitted that. Who the fuck else do you like? You just ran down
I
all the
mean, I like.
players.
Hold on. I like Malachi Fields. I like
Okay.
Eli Skowers.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi Fields is bad money. But go ahead. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
I
I
mean, I
don't
can
think
go ahead.
that
I can go ahead and grab me a stud linebacker and grab something. Grab something right quick.
What do you
you
think
could.
about
Either
Christopher
I
Zell?
don't hold on. I don't need a safety. I traded for a safety. So I can go there.
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. And you might not want to hear this, but you're not
I
in
mean,
position.
you
Listen,
say
quiet for a second.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens wide receiver as far as the number 2. I can go with Elijah and go there.
But you just told me why would I grab a wide receiver? Now
I
you
said I
pumping
could.
up drafting no fucking wide receiver.
I could draft that. What I said is I draft for what I need.
Listen,
And what I
I'm not
need on my
proclaiming.
team is what I need.
I'm not proclaiming that I'm going to be right on every pick and
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
get all your picks right. But I am proclaiming this. You're
Mm.
in no position to fuck around. You are in no position to say, I can draft a. No, you can't draft a linebacker. You need fucking help, son. You need fucking help. Your team is ass. Right now, you
Last
projected
place.
under.
Mm.
Right now, you are
Last place.
projected on. Right now, you are
Hmm.
projected under 200 points. Right now, you fucking starting Isaiah Pachenko, 7.9 points projection fucking backup to Jameer Gibbs. Son, you need fucking help, and you need help now. You don't need to be fucking drafting no goddamn projects. Malik fucking Fields. Go look at any fucking depth charts that Malik Fields on, and he's like the fifth, sixth wide receiver
You know, people,
with
this is
a
why we do the show.
with a veteran coaching staff with Jim Harbaugh. You think he just gonna say, "Come on, little Rook, take over for us"? No, they didn't. If they believe in Malachi Fields that bad, you're not going outside OBJ and Juju. OBJ and Juju, and they brung in
OBJ and
Braxton
Juju are
Berrios.
both trash.
But
Listen,
they went and
people,
signed them.
this
They
is
went
why
and
we do the
signed them.
motherfucking show. This is why we do the shit. You got 3 and now a 4th motherfucking opinion. We done went through a full first round and we gave a breakdown to the second round. This is why we do the show, people. This is for you. This is what we do it for. I'm getting ready to go ahead. I'm going to finish out the show. But before I leave, I'm going to turn it over to the talent. Talk to the people. You came up with the mop. Talk to them.
It's good to be back. Yeah, listen. Only thing I would say is free agency is getting shut down in July 15th. Make sure you get all your free agencies. out the way, because once training camp start, you're not gonna be able to pick up that fire guy that's taking off in training camp. So we'll shut that down. Other than that, man, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see y'all guys. The fourth annual Juneteenth mock is out. Go
Hey, what
check
you got
it.
to say to the people?
Hey, good mock draft, good show, good to be back. We're gonna go ahead and see how we do this year. I'm in a new division. I guess I'm already in last place. So shit. We see what 2027 bring us with them picks.
A bigger question is, are you going to be here every week? But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and finish this shit out, people. Listen, we do this for y'all. We do this shit so we can entertain y'all. The talent, the motherfucking co-host, we do this shit for y'all. And the Juneteenth fourth and hey, listen, we are past 100 shows, and I meant to say this at the beginning of the show. All the motherfuckers that's not in the league, please subscribe and like the motherfucking videos. We do this for the people. My co-host down there, the nigga that's my talent, and I love my cousin. Hey, this the shit. The season getting close, people. The season getting close. And here and there, we gonna have us some impromptu, spontaneous, just bonus shows out there before we get the show, the season going. But from me to you, you to yours, throw your H's up, heels there, representatives. Roy, take them out.
Peace.
Hey,
All right.
I'm out this motherfucker. We out. Peace.